Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Smart Minds, Good Times. Today I have a very special guest, Juno. Say what's up.
What's up? What's up?
How's your day going, bro?
I'm going good, man. Just off the day, trying to stay warm out this cold weather.
Yeah, man, every day this week has been like 20 degrees in the morning. It's crazy.
No, man. But Virginia weather different. Virginia weather is like a Gemini, man. Weather. Damn, you can't fuck up.
Nah,
You got to keep going.
Nah.
I'm just saying, Virginia weather, is like a Gemini. You don't know what you're gonna get. Hot, cold, snowy. So it's good that
Gemini, what's that? Astrology sign?
Yeah, it's an astrology sign.
Man, I'm not into that shit. You ever dated a girl that's into that?
Man, it's like that's the first thing that they want to ask when
Yeah.
you date a girl, but I ain't been dating in a long time. I've been settled down since 2015. So,
well, congratulations.
thank
Married?
you. Yeah, I'm married, man. I just found that girl that got my back, man.
Yeah, you told me you were expecting a kid. Is that your
Yeah,
first kid?
man, it's my first child. I made it
yeah.
to 34 with no kids. It's a very good accomplishment where I'm from.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Now a lot of kids are nowadays, even where I'm from, have kids at say 18. So newer generation,
I
but
done dodged a couple bullets.
nah,
Yeah, that's my first child, man. She gonna come in May 28th.
daughter.
Yeah, daughter. Yeah, I'm very excited, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you want a son or you wanted a daughter?
I mean, as guys, we want a little boy we can
Yeah.
go to the NBA, NFL games with. But I mean, a daughter, I could use a little girl.
Hey, it's actually better to have a daughter. It's probably easier to make it to the WNBA.
Right. That was funny. You're right. There ain't no support there.
Yeah. Nah, man, it's like, but so tell me a little bit from where you're from. Are you from Richmond?
Man, I'm from Emporia, Virginia.
Wait, where's that?
Emporia. It
Emporia.
sounds like it's poor. It sounds like that. But no, it's just a small town going 95 south towards North Carolina.
Okay.
Population 3,000-4,000 people. Everything tight, family knit. It's hard to date down there. Everybody be your cousins.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations.
That sounds a little like Mexico. In Mexico, everybody your cousin, yo.
That's a good joke.
In Mexico, how like here in the streets, you like, like let's just say, like you're the actual, like you can say the hood, right? You like
Yeah.
walk into somebody like, yo, where you from? Who's your people? You say,
Right.
grandma or your
Yeah,
whatever. In Mexico is like same thing, like yo. They don't say where you from.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, who's your grandma? What
Right.
family you from? You give them the last name, they're like,
Right.
It's almost like
man.
your families are like gangs or
Yeah,
whatever.
my next door neighbor was my grandma, or my next door neighbor, or my other neighbor was my cousin. So we grew up family tight like that. But I moved to Richmond when I was like 16 years old, and man, just went to Verona High School, just living life, joined it, and I stumbled into stand up at 25.
Yeah.
25 going into 26.
Let me ask you a little bit about Emporia. That's so you can say it's like country area?
It's very country.
Yeah.
Very, very country, man. I used to shoot dice barefooted in the snow.
Shoot dice barefooted in the snow. Jesus Christ. What was it like growing up in the country? You do any hunting?
I'm really not a hunter, but I'm one of those person that'll go along and ride along and go.
Yeah.
My first experience going hunting, I seen my cousin shoot a deer, and you seen a deer die. It's cool, but when you actually see the process of the deer shaking,
the season?
I said, "Oh shit!" It kind of fucked me up, and I was like 10, so I ain't never went hunting.
Yeah, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
shoot it again. Nah, it's like, it's one thing I didn't know about hunting deer is like you gotta like tag them and stuff. They have like a whole app or something you gotta do to confirm the kill. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But this is what I was talking about with my coworker actually today. I was like, what's stopping me from shooting a deer, middle of the woods, taking it to my house, not telling a single soul about it? I don't know. They got whole rules for it.
I remember I was driving to my mom's house one night, man. I hit a deer, and it was shaking, and I didn't know what I supposed to do at 12 o'clock, and it was I call the police or I keep driving.
Oh my! I had a similar story like that not too long ago. I think 2 months now. I had a red Honda, lower, nice paint job on it. That was my baby, first car.
Damn.
I totaled it because I hit a deer 3 in the morning on a highway.
Yeah, man. Virginia crazy. They'll pop out on you. They'll pop up on. They'll be in your backyard like it's a family reunion back there, and
Like the police. Shit. No, so like, tell me a little bit about when you started doing stand-up. What made you want to pursue stand-up?
Man, I mean, like a lot of people that do comedy ain't for a lot of people. Everybody funny. My mom is funny. But to really get on the stage and grab the mic and make people, strangers, laugh, like you got to really want to do it inside of you, So everybody tell me I was funny. Just ain't, who ain't funny, So it's, but I met a friend, one of my friends I used to, kick it with and chill with, hang out. He loved Dave Chappelle. Like, he one of the biggest. I ain't never met one like love Dave Chappelle like him. And we used to watch Dave Chappelle and kick it, and he always thought I, had a great personality, as he say.
Yeah.
So I always, I'm a little out there with my jokes, and and he just said, man, you should try comedy. I said, man, that stuff corny, man. Ain't nobody do no comedy. Because, every time I see a local amateur comic, it don't really be, I don't see me doing it, It'll just be a certain demographic of people doing comedy that I seen with my own eyes until I went to New York or Atlanta and stuff, places, and seen it. And after I just been a fan, I tried it myself, and man, I just kept going, just keep going.
What was that first show like? Were you nervous?
Very nervous. I still get nervous sometimes, depending on how many people in the crowd. But
what was it? Was it like was it a smaller venue, your first one, or?
Yeah, like a little open mic, like a restaurant. Yep.
Were you practicing in the bathroom in the mirror like days before?
Yeah, I told myself before I started stand-up comedy that I will always say a little prayer and duck off. I always go to the bathroom, duck off, say a little prayer, get my mind right. I've been doing that since first time I did an open mic. Yeah. So I always make sure I do that, because what that do is relieves you and make you, feel a little, get that anxiety off. Yeah. Make you go.
Or you could have a shot of tequila or two.
Yeah. I'm the king of the Long Islands, man.
Oh, the Long Islands? Nah, I had a Long Island before. My friend, he's from New York. He loves drinking the Long Island. Like, I didn't know there was tea in it. Yeah. And them joints are strong.
Not everyone put tea in it, though.
Oh, really?
Not everyone put tea in it, though.
Sometimes, like, my go-to drink, if I'm at a bar or something, I'm not old enough to go to the bar, but when I am at the bar, that is like, it's kind of, sometimes I think about it like, yo, this is kind of gay. Like, I like drinking them, but it's gay. Like, only girls really order frozen margaritas.
Yeah, you're right. I just don't like, I can drink hard, straight shots. Yeah. But man, I gotta have me a Long Island, man. Before I get on stage, I gotta have me a Long Island.
Nah, my body cannot process liquor anymore. Like straight liquor, I can't. I don't know what it is. It just
that's good though.
It comes out as easy as it went in.
Yeah, that's good.
So like, what was like one of the first? Do you remember one of the first jokes you used your first time performing? How did you open up the crowd?
Oh man, I can't think of the first joke I used, man. I was doing a bunch of silly shit, doing impressions and like I got a joke, I have a blank sheet of paper. Yeah. And I just pull it out my back pocket and I just start singing the Fantasia song, Free Yourself. Like silly shit. What? Like
but you think about it, if the crowd's drunk, they'll find that shit funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I do. But as you get older, as you grow, you'll find jokes just come to you, man. Everything is funny. Yeah. I'm sure you find things funny. It's just all about just as a stand-up, you just write it down and put it together later.
The things I find funny is weird because they don't really go nowadays, but dark humor. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on dark humor jokes? Do you use them?
I love dark humor. Yeah. I have a lot of dark humor, but you can't do that to a lot of crowds, boy. Nah. It get very. You got to do that when you can do it to any crowd. That's more of a timing. Yeah, you do it in a good timing of your set. But yeah, I love dark. I love all styles of. I was just talking to someone earlier, man. It's all different styles of comedy,
When you go on stage, do you ever tell racist jokes?
Nah, no.
Oh, okay, not that dark. No, cause I know nowadays those are like very, very iffy to do nowadays.
But to be fair to, I mean, local, amateur, and professional comedians, I don't think comedians come off to be vulgar or racist. You know, I think they just try to be funny. Yeah, but it ain't funny. You know, everything ain't funny to it. Comedy is very subjective.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But at the same time, it's crazy because like the things that are funny are the things that shouldn't be funny. That's what makes it funny.
Yep. But this generation, man, it's just everybody's soft and act crazy, man. Everybody a punk.
Yeah, nah, man. It's I don't know. I feel like it has to do a lot with like I don't know what they're pushing nowadays, the agenda. You could say like I don't know. A big factor of it, in my opinion, is like like the whole LGBTQ. Yep. Yeah, it's cool. It's okay to be gay. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to push it on everybody,
especially the kids, man, the kids, you know, you don't want a whole generation of kids, because kids copy what they see, you know.
Have you heard about, like, in the schools, even in their books now, they putting in, like, some actual sexual gay shit?
Yeah, talking about sapiosexual. Don't no 7-year-old need to know what sapiosexual is.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
I'm 34. I don't know what a sapiosexual is. You know?
Yo, it's the crazy part is, too, when they're in court, reading the book out loud, they tell them to stop, and they're like, "This is what you're reading to the kids."
Right?
Is that I don't know, and especially like the movies now too. Every big movie has a gay character now.
Like, man, you gotta understand, man. Like those people in those positions of power, you know, they live a certain lifestyle that us, you know, men that supposed to, you know, be men don't, and you know, and it's just sad that. Person got to compromise themselves to get certain things where they should get rewarded for their talent. Instead, they got to get rewarded to do something that takes them out of their morality or their character.
Like, did you watch the Cat Williams interview?
Man, that interview is classic.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a lot of the clips.
It's a long interview.
It's like 3 hours, right?
Yeah, it's 3 hours.
You watched the whole 3 hours?
Yeah, I watched the whole. I was playing the game, man. Yeah. You know, when you get logged in the playground at 2K, you can.
I don't really play 2K.
Yeah,
I don't play video games at all. But you know, it's like one thing. A good point he did make is like he was showing like all the big comedians he was throwing disses at. He said one thing all of them had in common was like they all wore dresses before, right?
Yeah, man.
And then him and was it Dave Chappelle haven't worn dresses, right?
I mean, he wore the. I ain't gonna say it was out there like that, but he has been seen to wear a dress before.
Oh, really?
All of them people, man, have to somehow, some way compromise themselves. Like I was just talking to someone, you know, Denzel Washington is a great example. Yeah. He never wore a dress or whatever, but you know, his I ain't gonna say initiation, but he have done a movie early in his career, you know, where he was a slave, you know, a disobedient slave that doesn't listen to authority or whatever. And then he didn't do it in the movie because he fought as a man, just like Ket was explaining about it. But it's in the scene that he posed a guy stripped butt naked in front of everybody and get whipped, you know, like. Damn. So if it's not that, it's something humiliation like that. So it just sucks that you got to do stuff like that, man.
You know, and that humiliation ritual is 100% true. It's a pattern that is undeniable.
And to be fair, you know, a lot of people put it on African American black community. Man, it's white actors, all type of actors do it. You know, actors from all cultures have to go through that. So it just ain't, you know, I just don't like that people picking, you know, because we ain't in no position to get bashed. We are.
Yeah. you know, one that I found very, you know, I bring her up a lot. Sometimes I feel bad, but like Sexy Red.
Yeah.
So I remember this morning clearly. You remember when, you know Drake, the album, the last album he put out?
Yeah, man.
So she had a song with Drake on the album. The day that album was dropping, her sex tape got leaked.
Right.
I feel like she leaked it herself because that's when she caught a lot of buzz because of that Drake feature. Yeah. I feel like it's part of the ritual.
Yeah, man. And with that, what you were saying too is crazy. I was just listening to that, like that Hands on Your Knees.
Yeah.
That's not even a single. It's so many great that whole Drake album. So many songs, you know, that you could play on the radio, but like we were saying, the programming. Let's put sex. Like, come on.
Listen, I might have to disagree on you on that one. That song's pretty fire.
You say it's fire?
Yeah, I'll be in the car like
because of the beat.
Yeah, because of the beat. I think the flow is nice.
That's how I know I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. I'm 35. I mean, but it's not. I'm just saying the song Charlotte on the album. I like that.
The 8 a.m. in Charlotte is good.
Another song I can't think. I think was with Kodak or something. But it's
Chief Keef.
It's just Chief. It's just saying songs that. But I feel you. I forget what I'm saying. You can't turn down the money.
You know, like you said earlier. You said like those guys live a certain life that we don't. Mm-hmm. You know, I always wonder why they're in. I feel like they've had too much sex that they get bored or they don't find pleasure in girls no more.
It's everything, bro, and you know it too. You know, everybody know everything starts in the house, bro. It's just the household messed up. We going, you know, like I just look at the statistics: 60 to 70% of all households is living without a father. You dealing with that. You know what I mean? Like, people keep saying that, but it's really, it means something, you know, when your mama say, y'all go to bed. Then your dad, hey, y'all go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different vibration. And it's people living out here that never experienced that authority in the house, you know? Yeah. And that means a lot, bro. And it's not even, it's a lot of things. The media, the program, friends, trying to get along and go with society, you know, joining the it crowd, so.
And you know, a good point that people were making is like nowadays, parents don't even really get to raise their kids.
Yeah, man. TV.
You know, media on your phones, YouTube, TikTok.
All that, man.
And teachers at school are the ones that really raise your kids because what you got from 8 to 5, 8 to 3 nowadays they're in school. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean? You have the rest of the day with them, but like if you're at work, who knows? And then like on their phones, it's really the other people instilling their values into them, you know? But like, are you scared of your kid growing up in this world?
Man, I'm very scared. But all I can do is raise her how I was raised.
Yeah. The good old way.
Give her some pointers of what I learn, remix it, and try to, hey baby, you can follow your dreams, you can do what you want to do, but you still gotta pay this, you still gotta handle this, and just to be responsible. As long as I'm raising a responsible adult, that's cool, bro.
I mean, that's all you can really do. Yo, I don't mean to put you out there, right? But this is what they always talk about, like, with my coworkers. Mm-hmm. What would you do if your son came out gay?
Man, I mean, I wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's number one. I wouldn't like it. But I have to learn to understand it before I can love him better, But, I mean, it's just I just understand, but with that, man, kids being, like parents got to work, kids being dropped off with people, like they pick up what they see, man. You gotta monitor your kids for real. Like, it ain't no real monetization out here.
Yeah, no, it's like especially like I was reading a story the other day, like this dad and his mom. There's a son, and I don't even know. Let's call it. Yeah. Non-binary, whatever, right?
I got
it. Was like this transitioning day, so like it's like basically they did like a little funeral for the past version, and then I don't know for the but it's stupid to me nowadays. But
I mean, it's like I say, man, the people that's in power, bro.
Yeah.
Like. And it got to be destroyed, man. That's why I love Cat. What he was doing, he trying to do.
Yeah.
But it's way bigger than them people with power.
But it's like Cat. It's crazy. Cat Williams and at least say Dave Chappelle. People that won't really like go towards that agenda, follow it.
Yeah.
They get in one way or another. They get punished. Yeah. They'll get thrown with some charges, or they'll get like
that money. They get you with that money, man.
Or they'll get sued, or they'll get canceled.
Because then if somebody that that worked at Lowe's or or had a side gig, but I'm talking about say the same thing that that people that's trying to go against the power saying, or people like Cat, they don't have no money. People ain't gonna listen to them people.
Yeah,
and 9 times out of 10, those are local politicians, but people ain't gonna vote for them because they ain't funded by certain people.
Yeah, especially if they're not funded by the billionaires.
Yep.
It's like people don't even know who they are.
Yeah, it's people out here that's trying to change, man. I like listening to interviews and podcasts, so I be trying to understand what's going on in the whole world, but everything happening.
What's one of your favorite podcasts right now?
Man, I got to shout out. I love 5150 show, man.
5150?
Corey Holcomb 5150 show, man.
I actually have not heard of them.
I got a lot of podcasts. I like Tariq Nasheed podcast. I don't know, man. Let me see. I like Shay Shay now.
Shay Shay
with the Cat Williams.
Okay. Yeah.
With Shannon Sharp. All type of stuff.
You know
85
Theo,
South. I like Gilly.
You like Theo Vaughn?
Who that?
You don't know Theo Vaughn?
Oh yeah, Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn.
I listened to a couple of interviews he had. Don't really listen to it consistently, but I listened to some interviews. I listened to when he interviewed Donnell Rawlins. I listened to that one.
I don't think I watched that one.
Yeah, I watched that one.
You
I like Theo Vaughn though.
When you're on stage, right? What's one of your go-to jokes?
My go-to joke.
Yo, why'd you press it though?
You can answer after.
Okay, yeah. You can answer the question after, but
okay.
No, you're good.
One of my go-to jokes, it's a very precious joke to me. I love this joke, I created this. I created the punchline first, when you after when you get an attitude, you suck your teeth. And I was at work one day and I was listening to a song, but the commercial, you know how you listen to a YouTube song and the commercial, they played the WAP song, but they wet that, and damn, I created a joke right there. I was like, God damn, I said, it's crazy ass words. Like every time you cut on the radio, all you hear is crazy ass music that stir you from trying to do the right thing. Because I'm out here about no wet-ass pussy. It's like every time we cut on the radio, all we hear is wop, wop. Yeah. And then they got women confused. Not all women got no wet-ass pussy.
Yeah.
Some women got some dot, some dry-ass pussy. Because women that got some wet-ass pussy got an attitude problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They talk to you nasty. You meet them at Walmart or Target. Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? Boy, you get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? That's who got the wop. Women that call you all the time, get on your nerves. Hey, how you doing? Girl, you ain't got no good pussy. You know what I'm saying? Women that got some wet pussy,
they
got
know
an attitude problem. Yeah. So when you pour the panties down, the pussy go. It's just a little simple joke. I like that joke because it's a creative joke to me.
Damn.
Oh shit, I was loud.
Somebody got a challenger out there or something.
Pull one of these out.
Yeah, let's see. You can pick any one of them.
All right. Y'all probably can't say that. That was probably a little too dirty for the.
Nah. Anything goes on here.
One of the hardest moments of your life.
And if it's one you don't want to answer, we could always repick.
Ooh, one of the hardest. I sure pick one. Shit, about to go through it now.
You're a kid, right?
This is one of the hardest parts of my life. Is going to be a father. It's going to be a very hard test that I'm willing to take on. I love the woman I'm with, and I love my daughter Reagan that's inside of her right now.
Reagan, that's her name?
Yeah, that's going to be her name, Reagan. And that's it, man. That will be the hardest moment of my life.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can really hope for, that the kid's healthy too.
Right.
What was that moment like when you found out you're going to be a father? Was it like a...
Man, I was excited, You
were excited,
but I had to withhold the excitement, to try to care about her feelings, we won't, it just was a pop-up, and I didn't want to be overbearing. I wanted to, but once I learned that she was excited and she was happy too, it made me feel better, Yeah. I will say that is a scary moment, especially when you ain't so-called have a lot of money, that people don't want to have kids. That's the first thing people say, I ain't ready, So that frame, but it's a beautiful blessing, man. To have a child, bro. It's a beautiful blessing.
One thing that people with kids that I've asked, they always tell me a lot of the same thing. They say there's never really a perfect time to have a kid.
No.
So it's like when the moment does come, it's like,
I think humans grow and become better when you push through adversity and you gotta overcome something. I think men or women ain't never been through nothing in their life. I don't even want a conversation with them, to be honest. Cause what can you know?
Yeah.
You avoided trouble. You don't how you know? Cause life is hard.
Yeah.
Things throw things at you. You got to overcome certain things. You ain't gonna have money all your life. You might end up going broke. Or you got have some drive, a hustle, ambition in you. You know.
You know, even if it's not in our control, our power, for some reason we could end up homeless one day.
Yep.
Hope not, but you know, it's always a possibility.
No. Yeah. Right.
You know how you said earlier you don't even date no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with this question. What's the worst date you've been on?
Man, the worst date I've been on. Oh, man. You know, black people don't be dating. We just be fucking. But the worst date I've been on was, man, god damn. I really went to the Waffle House.
What, real romantic right there.
I went to the Waffle House. And to be real with you, it wasn't my choice to go to this date. You know, this girl I wanted to go to Olive Garden or Outback Steakhouse or something. Yeah. But this girl, you know, I was dealing with, she ain't even, she's a very inexpensive woman, you know. She wanted to go to Waffle House.
That's good. You got to keep
it was a great girl, you know, but you learned that this bitch crazy. She wanted to go to Waffle House on the first date. You know, but she wanted some steak and eggs and some hash browns and grits. That's what she wanted. But that day, I say it was worse because a girl I was dealing with at this time, she pulled up on me while I was at the Waffle House. And it was very awkward. You know, it was it was very awkward. You know, my girl I was dealing with at the time. She pulled, "Hey, Juno, how you doing?" And I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And she just kept it moving. I was like, wow, that was strange. So she went and sat down at the table in the corner. Then approximately 2 minutes after that, a guy that she was with walked in and sat with her. So I said, woo, I dodged that bullet and everything was cool. But that was very, you know, we had a little conversation after that. But hey, I said, you pimping too. Was that ain't fail?
Was that girl you took on a date? Did she have an attitude?
Nah, she ain't had no attitude. She didn't even know who she was.
She had that dop then.
She didn't even know who she was. But I said that was worse because that girl, I really liked her. I really wanted to deal with her. But you know, you the same person as me. I just get why, you know, why we was liking each other. You know,
yo, that's when you switch it around. You know, you go sit at her table, and the other dude comes sit with her. And right. Perfect match right there.
Right. That was some pimp shit right there. I didn't think of that.
Yo, what's the most embarrassing moment that's happened to you on stage?
Oh, man.
And you know, or one that you've seen, witnessed. Maybe it's not, because I know when you're on stage, you're not really visualizing too much.
I really never had a embarrassing moment. I probably be in my head that I messed up or it was embarrassing, but other people be like, you didn't mess up. Sorry, burping, man.
No, you good?
Some water.
Yeah.
And you say you wasn't you didn't mess up or whatever.
That's how it goes. You be what? Because you know where you're off, but but like tell people it might look so normal they won't even see it, but you know when you're off.
Yeah, I know when I'm off, and but man, the most embarrassing moment I seen was when I got off stage and the comedian that came after me, man. I'm talking about straight got booed, like straight. I'm like, damn, and I felt bad because I don't really like, you know, seeing people get booed. You know, I got booed before, but it was more an environment where the show was promoted as an Apollo, you know, boo. If y'all don't like what y'all see, boo. You know?
Okay.
And and that type of audience you dealing with, you know, if you're a raunchy, like I'm a raunchy comic, like the joke I said, you know, they ain't gonna really deal with people in the crowd that's 60, 70-year-old go to church and stuff every day. So they ain't, you know, it's going, but I mean, booing, that was my first, I like to get booed, to be honest. I look, you know, I kind of like to be the asshole on sometimes, you know, it's fun, but I know I'm confident in myself. I know I'm funny. I know I can deliver, you know, but I do like to be free on stage. I am going, you know, I don't like to just please, I gotta be clean. I gotta, you know, like that just in the way, man. You know, especially if you're a real artist, you want to be free and who you are. But other than that, man, I don't really have moments or whatever. I probably say too much crazy shit out my mouth with you in the zone, but that's comedy, man.
That's what it's about. Yeah. Some people are gonna like it, some people won't. But that's if everybody likes it, there's probably an issue with that too. Have you been to Basic City comedy?
Basic City Yeah. I've been to Basic City. I've been to
perform there.
Yeah.
What was the last time you went?
Oh man, I haven't been there in a minute. I need to go there. I'm gonna be there this Wednesday. I was just there this past Wednesday. Oh, you was?
Yeah. So if you there next Wednesday, I catch you there.
Yeah, I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna be there. I like Basic City. I like Monty, Giles, Tyler. They doing a great show. I like how they making it not comparing it or anything, but it got a Kill Tony type vibe. Yeah. And I like that.
It's like real entertaining because you know how people from the crowd can send comments too. Yeah. I never knew. Every time I'm there, I'm like, yo, how do people send the comments in? Because I have some shit I want to say, and I can't even send the comment in. But how many times have you done stand up? Like how many times do you think you've performed?
He said, how many times? Wow. Yeah. Man, it's definitely in the thousands.
Thousands.
It's definitely in the thousands. Cause a comic like me, I really and I at this point I'm starting to get out of my I wouldn't say a shell, but like I am very old school in soul and the spirit. Like I'm an old school type of value type of person. I'm not the thirsty type of guy that's trying to be famous. Yeah. Like I ain't trying to do this, or I feel like I gotta post a video or stuff and this and that. You know what I mean? I know that's part of the game. Yeah. But like I really love my jokes and like to create. So I'm a person, I'm all about the physical. So I really out on stages. Like I'm a person, I get paid $800-900 that week. I'll put money away and I'll take about $200-300 of it. Yeah. And I'll go to goddamn Atlanta or New York or Texas to perform and hit the stages, and you try to work on my jokes and make them crafty, and you know I'm all about that. So but I know it'll pay off in the end, you know.
Yeah, you know so you said you went to Atlanta, Houston?
Yeah, I go to a lot of places. I just like to go to a lot of places to get in the comedy community and meet different people, and you know.
You ever been to Joe Rogan's Comedy Club?
I haven't been there, but I have to go to Austin, Texas, the 27th.
Oh yeah.
Show. Yeah, I've been in Austin, Texas, the 27th, but I don't think I'm gonna stay there until Monday.
Okay. Yeah. Well, out of all the different states you've been to, like besides Virginia, where's like your favorite like venue or state to perform at?
I love New York, man.
New York,
New Jersey area, man. They like that. First off, you know, it's like, all right, it's like if I want a real Philly cheese steak, you're gonna go to Philadelphia, you know. Yeah. And if you want some real comedy and be around real comedy, you know, like people not over a curse word or something, you know, New York is the place where to build your grit. Man, I spent a lot of time just perfecting my craft in New York.
In New York, and you know what? Now I think about it, you can make a New Yorker laugh. You could probably make anybody laugh.
Yep, because it's different cultures.
And people in New York, they seem angry. Every time you see them, they seem angry.
There's a reason why they angry though, man.
Because they live in New York.
Man,
who want to live there?
But they whole house be this small.
And they pay more than we do.
Paying $3,000 for a 1-bedroom house. I'll be mad too.
They eat and shit in the same place too.
Yeah, I done went to one of my comics out there, man. He stay in like a room shared house where his rent like $1,800 a month for his, and they share bathrooms. He gotta wait till another person get out the shower. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this?
You know, how many siblings do you have?
I have an older brother, and I have 5 sisters.
Yep, that's where it is. You probably sharing a bathroom. When you grew up, what was it like sharing a bathroom with your 5 sisters?
Yep. What
was that like?
I was raised with one of my sisters though, I have a stepsister, and my other 3 sisters is by my biological father.
Okay.
One of those situations. But yeah, I had to share bathrooms. That's one reason why my sister moved out early, because she get tired of sharing the bathroom with me.
Nah, no, like, cause I got a sister. I already got to share a bathroom with her. I don't understand like one thing about girls. Jesus Christ, like dudes. Mm-hmm. Anything more than 20 minutes is pushing it on a shower.
Right.
15 minutes is a chill, like, chill, stand in the water, chill, long day. Mm-hmm. 10 minutes is like a normal shower. 5 is a quick shower, right?
Right.
Girls, quick shower is goddamn 40 minutes.
Right. They got to do everything. They take a shower 2 times, right?
Yeah.
This is a proven, yeah.
I don't understand, because like I go in the bathroom and like there's in my little, like, in the shower area, there's 2 sections. Mm-hmm. My section, her section. Mm-hmm. Mine's shampoo, body soap, face wash.
Right.
I look at her section like, Jesus Christ. It's like staring up at
everything.
The skyline of New York City. Like, what the fuck? There's 3 different types of shampoos, 2 conditioners.
Perfumes, all type of stuff.
Body scrub. I'm like, what is this? Like, you don't need all this. Mm-hmm. But, what's like... what's a good question I can ask you as a comic?
I don't know. Let me.
I got one for you. I'll ask after.
All right, let me pull a question.
Let's see.
I got you. There's some good questions in here. Let me see. What is on your bucket list?
Ooh,
oh man, that's a great. How many answers you can get? You can answers to this 1 or 2.
Oh, whatever you want to do before
on my bucket list.
Before it's your time, what do you want to do?
On my bucket list, I would love to perform at the Comedy Cellar in New York. That's as an artist, that's a dream of mine, to perform at the Comedy Cellar, because I know if I perform at the Comedy Cellar, I'm a stamped stand-up comedian in the United States of America, and not saying but I love me my own stand-up special.
Yeah.
But that's before the Comedy Cellar. But the bucket list is like a Comedy Cellar, because a lot of people don't get into the comedy cellar.
I've actually never heard of the Comedy Cellar, but I'm sure it's a pretty like notorious spot, right?
Yeah, it's a dope spot.
And the Netflix special, shit. I mean,
yeah, and have a lot of money, but
yeah,
but that's simple. You can't make your life evolve around the paper. You got to work on yourself first.
They say if you do it for the money, you're not gonna be good at it. You gotta be good at it enough for the money to come.
Yep.
But what's something you could say most people that aren't comedians don't understand about comedy, stand-up comedy?
I say the reason that we do as comedians, we do what we do is for the audience. The audience is very important. The audience judge who is funny and who is not. Yeah. I could leave this room right now, he won't funny. People, comedy is very subjective, So I say that the audience is number one. But they don't really like far as like Cat Williams say, the stealing jokes situation, or who came up with the first joke, or where his style came from, or I don't know, cadence, delivery, timing, stage presence, but all of that, audience should know about that.
Because it's an art. Like, it's just like, it's like singing. It's like anything else.
Yeah, man, you got to create a laugh. You got to create a feeling.
Yeah, because even if you stutter in your joke, it could throw off the whole vibe to the joke. But
that's very important. That's what me personally, as a comedian, I try to be crisp and work on, my word play, cut the little stuff out, like, what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, cut to be crisp,
Yeah.
You watch a Netflix special, they don't talk, like that. They really work on their set.
How long did it take you to, you could say, like, go on stage and comfortably do good? Because I'm sure, like, maybe your first times you get a lot of stale crowds.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle explained it the best way. It's like getting on an airplane. When you go up, the airplane get a little bumpy. Then once it's getting the air, everything goes smooth. You just start off, man. I always tell myself and other people that would listen to my advice, come up with good opening jokes. Soon as you get on that stage, come out with you got to greet the crowd.
Yeah.
But after that, come up with a great good opening and joke. Because once the crowd get that good, he get on stage, they'll ride you the whole time. No matter what you say, they'll ride with you because they'll just feed off that first laugh of you coming up. But that's the cheat code in comedy. I probably shouldn't be sad.
Game is to be sold, not told.
But they could. They ain't nothing people don't know though.
Yo, so like so you said coming back to like high school days. So you went to Verona, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to any other high school or just Verona?
Yeah, I just went to Verona High School for 2 years, my 11th and 12th grade.
What was high school life like for you?
Man, I love, like I said, man, I'm from the country. We were still having old history science books. I still had to carry all 5-6 books in my book bag.
The big ones?
Yeah, man.
Oh, fuck that.
We had ripped pages. I know it sounds ancient, but when I moved to Richmond and my English teacher, okay, y'all pull out your laptops. I said, we get laptops. I said, where we get laptops? And I had a laptop, man. That was, what I'm saying? I was like a fresh fish in water, just loving the city life. Cause you gotta understand, man, nigga like me, I'm from the country, When I moved to Richmond, I thought I moved to New York City, you know what I mean? I thought I was living it up, till I found out Richmond is kind of like Emporia, just bigger.
Yeah, I gotta go out there. It's not too far, is it? Like 40 minutes, maybe.
45 minutes. Yeah. You don't gotta go down there. G.
Don't go down there.
Ain't nothing
there. What's like one of your favorite vacation spots? Have you ever gone out of country?
I haven't been out of country since I was younger, man. I went on a cruise. My aunt got married. Is the Bahamas out of the country? It ain't out of the country. It's still
I think it's U.S. territory.
Yeah, it's U.S. territory. Never really been out the country. That was really the only place I went to, but I'm pretty sure I'm trying to this year. I need to do that this year. I'm a person like I really never what I'm gonna go do. I gotta have something I need to. I ain't just to go eat food and chill at the hotel. I gotta find something like I want to go for.
That's how I see it, right? I feel you on that. Like I don't want to just go on vacation. I probably want to go like to, I don't know, another state. I don't know, Florida or California, and maybe do a podcast. So at least I feel like I'm doing something out there.
Right.
You can probably go to a state or a country that got a comedy club. Do some stand-up out there.
Right. Yeah, right.
And then whatever happens out there, shit, it'll probably be funny as a story to go tell your other stand-ups.
Yeah,
like
of course.
I'm sure trying to, if you go to Asia, try to do stand-up for Chinese people, that might not end up too good.
Nah.
But what to you is like maybe like one of your most memorable moments on stage?
The most memorable.
It could be a bad heckler or someone try to fight you. Something memorable.
Man, like I say, man. At first, when I started stand up, I literally did it for the love of trying to make people laugh, like, and a little bit of trying to do something with my life, but. I just doing it, man, and kept doing it. And then 2020, 1920 come around, you can't explain it.
Yeah.
But I felt myself getting better and better and better, going to other places and rocking it, not even repeating, jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I went to New Jersey and met one of the guys that created Def Comedy Jam,
Okay.
His name Bob Sumner. He created Def Comedy Jam. He the one that founded Bernie Mac, Chris Tucker, worked with them. Yeah, and went to New Jersey and I performed and I won. Like it was about 8, 9, close to 10 comedians. Mm-hmm. Did good, man, and won $250 and opened up for a comedian that was performing there, and it was a proud moment to me because a lot of people wasn't selected or put or was that he really rocking with. Mm-hmm. He could see that I really love comedy and I do it for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
And just to meet him, because I seen him on Def Comedy Jam 25 on Netflix and like a year before that situation, and it's kind of like I visualized this shit,
Yeah.
And so that was a proud moment of me because what that did put my name in the comedy circles, even though they haven't seen me perform. But hey, you heard of Juno? Juno fun, you know.
Yeah.
And in this business, entertainment period, acting, music, anything, just to have your name, you know, circulate, you know, because people gonna be, I ain't seen him perform, and then you know you get booked or you get, you know.
And it's hard to have your name circulated.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And especially, I mean, it's a little easier now with social media. All you need is maybe that one clip, but it's hard to physically have people out there talking about you in rooms that you're not in. Mm-hmm. You know, you talked about like that was during, you could say, COVID area.
Yeah, it was right after the COVID area, man.
What was COVID like for you? Because there wasn't any comedy clubs open, right?
Man, COVID was bad for everybody during that period, man. I think a lot of people dug in their creative bed. Not even me. A lot of local comedians dug into their creative process. Doing a whole lot of people too with podcasts and stuff. Yeah. So, but COVID, man, I really never really fade me because I was in the house anyway. I like to stay in the house anyway. Just chilling with my boys had to, you know, get a cut off. You know, can't be passing blunts and stuff, drinking and liquor and stuff. You know, you had to, you know, or being around certain family that's younger and stuff. You know, not wanting to be around them. You won't get.
That's when that's when you be the cool uncle and slide up a beer. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's funny. Yeah, you right.
No, but like, man. Oh yeah, what? This is something I wanted to ask you. What was a crazy drunk story you got?
You say Trump story?
Drunk or Trump story. I should tell me a Trump story you got too.
Man, my opinion on Trump, man. This is my opinion on Trump. Me personally, this is the history of the Democratic and Republic. Let me give you the history if we have enough time.
We got all the time in the world.
The Democratic Party.
My bad. You said that's a Trump story.
The Democratic Party, not saying that he founded this, but matter of fact, he did found it. If you can, this is Googleable information. If that's a word, Googleable.
It's a word now.
Andrew Jackson founded the Democratic Party.
Okay.
Andrew Jackson, if you learned in history, was a very racist president of the Confederacy. And the Confederacy, the capital of the Confederacy back then was Richmond, Virginia. Yep. Andrew Jackson have slaughtered and murdered a lot of Indians in the beginning of taking over territories. A lot of war united. See, people don't really understand. It was a lot of in-house wars before the Civil War, because that's all they really tell us. Man, it was over 540-some wars that have fought in the United States alone, you know, all over fighting over land and stuff like that. So I say that to be said. That's who founded the Democratic Party. The Republican Party, what we forget, you know, not saying it was founded by him, but he was the first president, and that was Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president in the United States, and we all know what he did.
He freed the slaves, right?
Yep. So we say that to say this, fast forward into years, you know, us blacks, African American community or minorities, period, we vote for Democrats. Most of us do. Yeah. You know,
I don't.
But at the beginning we voted Republicans.
Okay.
That all changed around when John F. Kennedy got elected and he died, and Lyndon B. Johnson signed over the Civil Rights Act bill. That all changed with that, you know. And we started voting Democrats kind of after that, man. Yeah. And I don't think people do the history on that. So I say that to be said, to get to Trump.
See, you know, between Biden and Trump, like, I think we need Trump back.
Man.
What do you think?
This interview gonna get me on like.
Hey, Trump, no. Hey, if they want to cancel us, they can cancel us. Like,
yeah, Trump blessed me, man. I don't know. I don't think I would have been married without Trump. Trump blessed me with a lot of paper.
You put your marriage. You give credit to your marriage to Trump.
Trump blessed me, man. But nah, I mean, I was just saying it ain't about the money though. But I mean, I say that to say this: the government is not for us, period. You know what I mean? The government is set there for a certain group in America, like the ones who own big businesses, like Elon Musk, who own Walmart's, who partner doing business with McDonald's. Like America, United States of America is just a corporation.
Yep.
If you had enough money, if I had enough money, say if I had probably more than that, but if I had $74.7 trillion, I can buy America. Like that's how real it's just a big ass mall, you know. So for that being said, you know, we had a lot of businesses that was set out in other countries, still is, you know. And when Trump was in office, I'm not here to be
it's all good. No shame in here. No shame in here.
You know, but he brung some of those businesses back in.
Yeah, he did.
And some of it disguised as Amazon. You know, that's why you see a lot of Amazons. And it's a good thing, you know, supposed to keep the money in-house and this and that. But I will tell you this, Joe Biden ain't done a damn thing.
that's fact.
You know what I mean? He a Democrat. And a lot of Democrats lie to us, take our money, you know. We don't know where this money go to. And you can, this Googleable information, if that, like I say is a word again, every time a Democrat have been in office, has been the most money sent overseas, you know what I mean?
Man.
Like, so it's so much shit that need to be home, man. We don't got money to be.
And it's like, I don't want to get too political because, you know, people have their, to some people, politics is like a religion.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what the fuck do we have to do with Ukraine? You know,
man, ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Like,
you know what's crazy? This year, I believe this past year, 2023, the IRS received $4 trillion in taxes, and people started wondering where the fuck that money went. Roads are still shit. Everything's still ass, and Ukraine is getting all the money.
It's a lot, man. If I was in a position like that, it's only, I'm gonna say about 2 or 3 things, you know, that I really put on, you know. First, education. I think, you know, with that.
I keep remembering about the crazy Trump story.
Oh, your Trump story.
Oh, man.
But no, you know, you got private school education, you got public school education.
Yeah.
I know it's a money thing, you know, people got to pay for private school or whatever, but some of those learnings and educational programs should be in public school too, for kids can all be balanced, you know. Should have more trades in school, you know, like say for instance, when you go to make it to middle school, if we finally go to 7th grade, like, not telling that we know what we want to do with our life, but we should have like a list, you know, mechanical engineer or beauty salon, haircut, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Hell, be a comedian, learning how to work this, you know. Yeah. We should, you know, have that for 2 hours out of a day as an elective, like we go to electives, you know, and just learn that. Because then by the time when we graduate high school, we're a senior, we know we done spent so much time doing, you know, even if we don't want to do it no more, we still know how. Man, I know how to do the part. I've been doing it, you know, in high school. But that'll help a lot of people, you know, just because a lot of people, man, come down to it. A lot of us, the common denominator is we just want money. We want to be happy and feel like we got a purpose of doing something in life, you know. Yeah. And that's all it is when it comes down to it.
Because that's the thing, like, you could have money, but if you don't have purpose, you're not going to feel fulfilled.
Nope. That's why people be killing themselves. You be like, damn, he was worth $20 million. Well, he shoot himself.
Like, if you're rich, you're gonna kill yourself. Like, give me the money first before you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, make yourself useful before you become useless. You know.
See what you said right there. I'm telling you, is the huge problem. That tell you that money ain't shit. Like, bro, it's plenty of people, and I'm just naming names. I'm not just picking, but Michael Jackson and died, man.
My bad. I don't mean. Do you think he actually killed himself though?
Man, he didn't. He was murdered, man.
Yeah.
You know, he was murdered. A lot of people. I just said that to say this. You know, people have died, but I'm sure their family got money. But people just died, and the money ain't really going nowhere. Yeah. It's just sitting. That it's so much stuff, man. You know, that's to do with the money, but people don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know. I wonder if the banks just keep that money.
Man, the banks, I don't know, the record companies.
Yeah, hey, someone's keeping that money, but back to my original question. What's a crazy drunk story you got?
Oh, man,
no, you could. That was probably a better answer though. Trump story.
The drunk. Man, I got about a couple of drunk stories. Man, I remember I was at one of my aunt wedding, and man, I just was 18, 19, bro. And it was a free open bar. And you know how them open bars is. My aunt, she got money. You know
I bet.
I mean? Man, I was just going in, bro. And on the back seat of my cousin car, Earl and my mama then recorded me. I was embarrassed. My mama ain't never seen me drunk. But her ass took it. She was just laughing and recorded me. But I don't really get drunk like that.
Yeah.
I don't really get drunk. That's really the only crazy drunk stuff. I know that wasn't
Yo, you know, it's fun. It's not. That's not the right word. Sometimes it's enjoyable to be drunk.
Yeah.
And then you're sober and you watch the drunk people. You're like, damn. Now I don't want to be like that.
Now, when you're talking about the traveling and stuff like that, I ain't gonna say that's the best time to get drunk, but at least feeling good. You know, when you out traveling, you out in Houston, Texas, or you out. You know, at Los Angeles, California, you enjoy yourself. That's the best time to really drunk. But when I'm getting just drunk and ain't going nowhere,
That's oppressive.
Yeah.
No, actually, I can't even say that. I used to do that.
Yeah.
You know how we talked about earlier, like, it's people need a purpose.
Yeah.
I could say, like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe 7 months ago, I was lost. I didn't really have an actual purpose.
Yeah.
So, until, I started doing this. But, like, I'm telling you, I would spend my week probably 4 times out of the week to this bar I was going to. And
yeah, man, I was just talking to someone, like, I'm telling you, man, not talking about rock bottom, but like just that feeling like, well, what I'm gonna do, what's that? That's when God just give it to you, bro. He give you a vision. He give you a vision first, and we'll ignore the vision, and until we finally, man, let me try it, let me do it, but all of us got a vision to do it. Either we scared, we fearful, or we don't have the resources, or but everybody got a purpose, man.
And to a certain extent, it might, like, there's certain things maybe you can't do that you want to do, but you could always put an effort towards it. You can learn about it.
Yep.
You can start with it. The hardest part is starting.
Yeah.
Because, like, man, I remember those days. I started this.
But then when that, man, it's like when you do it, like you say, starting, then you starting to do it, now you got to do something else to that. It's like me, for example, like I'm starting doing comedy. Now I got to make it into a business. Now I need a website. Now I need cards. I need merch. Now I need, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to build.
It's always something, yeah. You
got to build. I guess if you want to monetize it, you got to give it some value. You got to, like, I don't know, build a foundation. And it's because I could just be doing podcasts, and I've been doing a podcast just not charging for it since I started.
Yeah.
But I mean, we pay rent now. We pay like we pay what we pay. It's not too much, but but like, okay, like, we don't want to pay that out of our pocket anymore. Right. So I'm just now starting to do some paid interviews.
Yeah.
But
that's what's up.
Another question I have for you, what's maybe like the biggest lesson you could say you've learned since doing comedy? Because I know you deal with people, so it's like social skills. What's like a big lesson you've learned?
Man, when we live in a day where Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, we always are in our phones, and we always watching, hell, even TV. We always watching, and we look at what people got and what other, they living good, man. They in Paris, they living it up, man. And people don't really know how they got, there. But I say that to say this: we looking at other people's lives and stuff, man. But in the real world, like really outside, really living in the world, man, people really out here depressed, going through it. People ain't where they want to be in life. People lost. People confused. And then I learned, a good laugh, bro. Like somebody pulling you over at a show and saying, "Man, I needed that." And you be like, what you needed? What, man, you was good, man. I was laughing the whole time, you know. And bro, that don't make you feel so good that you forget about that $200-300 you made in your pocket or more, you know. That just feeling alone, you know, and then that helped me realize, because, you know, comedy is needed, man. Comedy is needed. Not even just comedy, on anything that takes your mind off in this cold, miserable world. You know, like, there's a lot of things that make you feel like I gotta work, go to sleep, work, eat, go back to it. You know, and life really is not like that, bro. You just got, like we talked about, we gotta figure out the purpose so we can be free to do what we want to do. You know, we gotta do what we gotta do what we have to do what we want to do. Yeah,
exactly. But a lot of people don't understand that. Like, first of all, like that was a good example. Like, we could say you were therapy to somebody. A lot, you know, the little things go a long way. Yeah. But I mean, that, like you said, you gotta do what you need to do in order to do what you want to do. A lot of people do the opposite, and they never get to do what they want to do. Yeah. Because they start, like they could say, they start young, doing what they want to do, and when it's time to get to what they need to do, they're already so
got caught up in the mix, get in trouble, something. And
you know, you said, like, in social media, like, you know, it's just like, it has people thinking the wrong way. Maybe people want to compare themselves to other people's lives. Yeah. But if you could live somebody else's life, maybe celebrities, who would you want to trade lives with for a day?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a hard question. Anybody in the world.
I don't care if it's a midget.
Trade lives with. I don't know. Everybody that I want to be with. I mean, everybody that I would like to be. I mean, got a lot of kids. Like Eddie Murphy, he got 10, 12 kids. I don't.
It's just for a day.
You're right. You're right. Well, I'll probably Eddie Murphy, man. I would love to. I say that to say this. I have a reason, you know, because Eddie Murphy, man, to go back, you know, because this culture, my opinion, we don't have that breakout star that Eddie Murphy was when he came out Saturday Night Live and did the Beverly Hills Cop, did the Nutty Professor, and did it, you know, and I love to see how what he went through and how he dealt with that at 21, 22 years old, you know, like having to make a breakout movie and having to do things like that. And I just like to know that. And if I was Eddie Murphy, I would know because I'm him. But that's the reason. But that's the only reason.
See, I would kind of want to be like one of the really, really rich people because I want to know what's like this secret underground world. I want to know about if the Illuminati.
You got the answer. You got the answers I got, but I just specifically pick Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I would love to be somebody rich too. That you're right, man. I don't think it ain't Illuminati. I ain't gonna say Illuminati. I'm gonna say it's a them rich people they got private clubs, man. Yeah. And they do what they want to do, you know. That's what that Jeffrey Epstein thing, man, all that stuff about, like they privately live a life, you know, the black market underground, like them rich people, they be knowing what's going on.
It's crazy what some paper can. It's crazy what advantages in life and things you have and power over some paper.
Money, man. Yeah. The money.
But, you know, is there something maybe you wanted to talk about that I haven't brought up?
Oh, man.
Anything.
You really covered everything, man. Yeah. This was a great interview. Nothing really. I just would really like to go to this Super Bowl, man.
Oh, next month, right?
I know, yeah.
Where is it this year?
It's in Las Vegas. I really like to go see Lamar Jackson win. I think the Ravens gonna win, man.
Yeah,
I really.
That's like your team?
I just love Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
My team. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. We didn't make a great selection, but I like Lamar Jackson. I like what he stands for. He's like the only NFL, I ain't gonna say the only NFL player, a player of his caliber. Like his mama is his agent. You know what I mean?
I did hear about that.
Like he got his mama his agent, and I like that he ain't have to go get a Jewish fat white dude. You know, like a lot. Not saying there's a bad thing, but to have my mama as I can split the money. You know, it's my mama. I don't care what she get. You know, and then to get that. like his story, great. And I'm trying to go to that Super Bowl, man. I'm trying to go to that Super Bowl.
Get some tickets. Can you buy tickets now?
Yeah, I'm gonna check on the tickets.
Yeah. Nah,
that's
man. They're probably expensive, especially in Vegas.
I know.
Oh my God. No, that's a
you watch football, you like?
I don't, but I don't really watch football. I don't have a team, but I'll say like my team is gonna start being the Cardinals now, just because I got to meet one of the players.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Clark.
That was dope, man. I wanted to ask you how you went to high school with him before.
So I didn't go to high school. I mean, technically, I did go to high school with him. Mm-hmm. My freshman year, he was a senior. Mm-hmm. I didn't know him. He didn't know me.
Okay.
It was I went to the same high school he did, but I had known of him because Chop.
Yeah.
He is Chop's cousin.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I knew about him because he went to our high school. Mm-hmm. But it's just a crazy experience, and it's like it's one of those things like, to other people it may not. You know how, like you said earlier, that moment where you won that competition, it was a proud moment for you.
Yeah, man. It was personal. Yeah.
Personal. Other people, no offense, but other people probably don't give a fuck. Other people probably don't give a fuck that I got to meet him, right? That's how it goes. As long as it brings value to you, that's what matters. To me, that was that.
That's underlying success, man. Something getting your own personal goals. And by that, man, that guy, man, he went on a journey that took a lot of hard work. But this man, the NFL, like I'm telling you, that's a lot of hard work. You ain't chilling, smoking weed, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You training, and then that energy is rubbing off on you.
Yeah.
And all you gonna do with that energy, because you gotta understand, this world, this universe, this sphere of a world that's called Earth we live in, like it's a big ball of energy. It ain't nothing but energy. Energy can never be destroyed. Like I can still feel my grandma telling me things in my head. Of people personally that 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 energy that he gave. Just coming to do an interview with you and sharing his experience in NFL and people he meet. Like he be around millionaires.
Casually.
That's what I'm saying. That energy rub off on you, bro, and then. They don't do nothing but turn you up, make you inside. Shit, I'm gonna turn this. I gotta get better light, get a better. You know what I mean? And you're gonna take off. Just like that. It's all about working, and that's like I'm telling you, bro. But it's like people don't want to show love or work together, man. That's why I like this podcast, man.
I appreciate that. One thing I hear a lot now is like people at the bottom compete, people at the top collaborate.
Yep.
But lastly, if you had a chance to give the whole world a message, what would it be?
Man, love yourself. Don't be scared of yourself. Just be who you are, man. Like if you do believe in the higher power of God, you know what I mean? You're doing him a disservice, if you're not being yourself. He made you perfect. He made you he made you specifically you. So you're trying to be someone else. You know what I mean? He should just come down and slap you in the face, you know what I mean? Because you ain't being who you are. Because we all worthy to be praised. We all are our personal, inside of us. We all possess that personal God-like ability. We got to shine and be who we are, because there's others watching and want to be us, or vice versa. So just be yourself, love yourself, and don't give up, and keep going, keep grinding.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, man.
Well, Juno, I appreciate your life for coming out tonight, bro. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
And thank you guys so much for watching. We out later.
All right, y'all. Peace.